Hello knitters, I'm Mary Annarella of Lyrical Knits, and I'm here with a tutorial for a stitch pattern from the As You Wish Mystery Knit-Along, a Princess Bride themed mystery knit-along. This stitch pattern, this particular stitch is the knit one under loose strand. That is from the section of Clue 1 called Murdered by Pirates is Good. Now I have just worked up to, this is actually just a little swatch that I've been working with. And what you'll be doing is actually up here. So, sorry, I just didn't want to have the very end for you and have it all flip over on you because this is a swatch. But what I have just done here is worked 4 rows with C3. Now in my case, that's the lighter color here. Let me zoom in just a little bit for you. And I've been slipping, you've been slipping stitches of C3, just slipping them up. And what that does is elongate them. And it just makes this loose strand here where you slipped 3 way back when. It makes this loose strand here look really weird. Now I have worked up in my C3 right here. Sorry, my C4, that's my darker shade here. And I've worked up to the spot where I have to knit this stitch, but I have to knit it under this loose strand here. And it's pretty much what it sounds like. I'm just going to take my right hand needle. Oh, let me find my working yarn first. Zoom out a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Where's my working yarn? Here it is. Now instead of just going and knitting that stitch like that, don't do that. I'm going to take, you'll take your right hand needle. Maybe I should zoom in just a little now. Take your right hand needle and insert it underneath that loose strand. Go in to knit that next stitch, draw out your loop and pull it through the stitch and under that loose strand, just like that. And just like that, we have knit 1 under the loose strand. Then we're going to knit 3. I'll show you again. 1, 2, 3. Now I have to do the knit 1 under the loose strand. I go under the loose strand, go to knit that stitch and draw the loop through the knit stitch and also under the loose strand. There we go. One more time for good measure. Under the loose strand, knit the stitch, pull it through the knit stitch and under the loose strand. And I'm kind of securing these stitches with my thumb so that they don't pull off. I don't really know that they would do that, but I'm just a little concerned about it. And here we go. One more time. And again, this is just a swatch here. It's a pretty cool knit stitch. Now, if you take a look at it, what it did was elongate these stitches here. But it's going to look a little different when you come around to it the next time that you work a row that has some knit 1 under loose strands. And I'll be right back to show you what that looks like in a moment. Okay, we're now back on the row where we are going to work some of those knit 1 under the loose strands again. So I have done 4 rows with C3 and C4 I'm working with right now, and I'm going to, now you can see how you've stretched up those slipped stitches and how this loose strand just looks kind of weird again. But it's not going to look that way when we go underneath it. And then knit that stitch, pull it through the knit stitch and underneath the loose strand. There we go. Knit 3. Under the loose strand, knit the stitch, pull the loop through the knit stitch and under the knit strand and the loose strand. If I zoom out just a little bit, give me a little more room to knit here. Under the strand, there we go. Knit 3. Under the strand, just let me finish this row and I'll let you take a look at what the whole thing looks like. There we go. Again, this is just a little swatch, just to demonstrate this for you. So you can see here, I'm getting the needle out of the way. See if we can get better lighting. It's making like this tiered effect, and actually it ends up looking a bit like a honeycomb in a way. So it's kind of a really cool stitch. So I hope you're enjoying Clue 1 of As You Wish, and I'll see you around for the next tutorial. Bye-bye.